In today's video, I want to talk about making best friends with boredom. I think a lot of bad stuff comes out of boredom in life. I think a lot of addictions, a lot of smoking, like smoking cigarettes. I was just thinking about that. Why do tens of millions of people smoke cigarettes? I think one of the biggest reasons is just because, well, number one, you get hooked and you can't quit. And number two, people are bored. It gives your hand something kinesthetic, physical to do, to smoke a cigarette, and tens of millions of other people do it. So it's a social thing. We're social creatures. And what's the healthy alternative to smoking a cigarette? Like, just not smoking? I don't know. But anyway, it's very important to make best friends with boredom in your life, because what that means to me is you're basically a man or a woman of discipline and self-control. If boredom is your best friend, if you know how to make peace with boredom, you have self-control to not do the things. Like, when you get bored, a lot of people, they immediately like, I gotta drink, I gotta move, I gotta drive, I gotta travel, I gotta smoke cigarettes, I gotta go gamble, I gotta do something. And I understand it's not easy, but in those moments of your life when you're really bored, if you choose to just be in the boredom, like just sit there and do nothing, be at peace with doing nothing for 5 minutes, like, you're gonna get used to being okay with not having to always do something. That's a huge problem in America, is people are so addicted to doing. In the East, out in the Eastern hemisphere of the world, it's different. The lifestyle, there's a lot more being. They focus more on being. So, and then maybe not enough doing out in the East, but I'm not getting into all that. This video is about how, and really the awareness to just make best friends with boredom. Because again, when you do that, you're experiencing self-control in your life. And that's the biggest quality to discipline, to doing what you need to do when you need to do it. At night, when you're bored and there's nothing to do, you're alone, or in the morning, or any time of the day. That separates the people that eventually get what they want in life and have a strong sense of character and magnetism, and it's just so important. So make best friends with boredom in your life. There's so many ways you could do it. Get hooked into books, audiobooks, things like that, going to the gym, or even just being at peace, meditating, prayer, physical health, stretching, things like that can fill the void, fill the time. Go for a walk. It's okay to do things when you do get bored, but the problem is when you get bored and then you go do unhealthy things. That's the problem. So don't do that.